Honorable Minister for Communication, Railways, Electronics, Honorable Minister of State for Communications, General Kochar, and the members of IMC, members of COI, and other industry associations, friends. Good evening to all of you. We're extremely delighted to be partnering this great event, which has been growing from strength to strength. So essentially, when we were discussing what IMC should be all about, I think it's going to be multidimensional. As far as we are concerned, it should be the first one is to celebrate our digital successes. I think it should be an event of celebration, because the way India is powered through COVID, and not only COVID, if you look at the last 7-8 years, the digital explosion that has happened in the economy, the digital inclusion that has happened, these are all causes for celebration. So I'm sure that it is going to be a grand celebration of how digital connectivity has transformed the lives of billions of our billion of our citizens, especially the poorest of the poor. So I think that is going to be the great background of this event. The other thing is obviously technology. Technology is something that is constantly keeping the business on tenterhooks. It's constantly keeping the business constantly running, to be better than before, or to stay where they are at least. I think you have to keep running. So how technology has transformed businesses, how technology has transformed lives, I think that is going to be a very important. That's been the theme of IMC, and of course, and all the global mobile events, including MWC. So the one thing that would differentiate this time would be that 5G has actually broken away from being a retail user technology to be real enterprise technology, which cuts across most sectors. We'll have the 5G use cases, as some of the speakers here have pointed out, is promising to be very exciting, very, very exciting, especially now people who are being passive users of networks are today investing in networks themselves. That is the change, the transformation that 5G would bring, right from captive networks. We have seen an explosion of a variety of use cases. When the Honorable Minister himself is personally driving the 4G LTE in the railways, I think this is the kind of transformation that we are seeing. Similarly, I think we are seeing a variety of use cases which are opening up. In fact, I'm very happy to note that there are TSPs, the telecom service providers, have actively tested and experimented on use cases. I think the variety of use cases seem to be very, very useful, and it's going to be not only from the point of view of the customers in that particular sector, or the enterprises in that particular sector. It promises to actually generate a lot of innovation. That's what is more exciting. In fact, it provides space for small enterprises to build innovative solutions for as small as well as large enterprises. So I'm sure that we are going to see a horizontal expansion of use cases across various sectors. And we will be gladly part of it. In fact, the Department of Telecommunication has the last 6-7 months opened up a vertical on use cases, and we have interacted very intensively with all the at least about a dozen ministries, and we are thankful to the industry, the mobile service providers and technology providers who have supported actively in this process. And I am happy to note that many of the ministries have actually launched experiments. They are ready to launch test beds and so on and so forth. And I'm sure that the IMC will be a turning point for them in terms of looking at real moving from pilots to effective upscaling of these applications. If you look at the other part of it, I think IMC is not going to be just looking at the state of art. I think that's one part of the story. But it's going to be a peek into the future. On what we are going to, where we're going to be maybe in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and so on and so forth. So the Honorable Prime Minister has been driving this idea of Vision 2047, and I'm sure that IMC will deliver a slice of that. I think by helping us to brainstorm and think on what we are going to look at, what we're going to be doing maybe 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and maybe when India turns 100 at 2047. So if you look at that, I think 6G is a very, very promising candidate at this point of time. There's a lot of scoping and visioning which is going on. And for the first time ever, I think we will all be proud that our institutions are going to be part of this exciting game of being part of scoping and visioning. I think so far, I think the last 10-15 years, we unfortunately didn't seize the opportunity. Thanks to the visionary leadership that we have on the form of Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, I think we have changed the game. I think today we have a large number of Indian companies who are into the race in 4G, 5G, and maybe 5G advanced, and maybe 6G. And I'm happy to say that I think we have been discussing that in the IMC, the peak into the future must actually enable, motivate, encourage Indian companies to actually join the race. I think so. Therefore, we are proposing to have a vertical on 6G. It will be a highly technical conference where researchers and scientists would come present papers. This will be on the sidelines of IMC, and I'm sure that will provide enough excitement for the most adventurous amongst us to actually develop technologies going forward. So with these few words, I would say that this is a very exciting time, and I'm happy that we are all together here to design this event into a great event, which actually will be a combination of all this: a celebration, a technology, disruption event, and also a futuristic think tank, which will actually deliver what is going to happen in the future in India at 47. Thank you very much.